Welcome to GBALL VISION, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. We have a phenomenal budget knife to dig into here tonight. We are talking about the Miguron Moyarl. And guys, this is one of the best buys of the year. There is a nice list of knives that fall under that category as far as best value, best buys of the year. And this one definitely falls into that. So it is from Miguron. You have a 14C 28N blade, PVD coated, nice drop point. You have a pretty nice low tip there, little bit of belly, a very useful blade shape. Your prototypical drop point blade. You have a key-shaped hole there for deployment. That will be your only means of deployment, but I must say, it has incredibly good action. Detent is tuned to perfection. You have a full flat grind here. Comes down nice and thin. This is a great beater knife, a great budget beater, EDC work knife. It's going to be ultra comfortable. G10 handles, G10 backspacer, milled titanium clip, PVD coated hardware, and this bad boy comes in under $50, guys. I think that is just an exceptional deal for this thing. Let's get a few size spec check deals. So it's going to be a 3-inch overall, maybe a touch more, 2 3/4 on your edge. So you got a decent amount of edge there. You do have a nice 50-50 area where you'll be able to grip up right behind the edge, basically a full finger choil there. Nice neutral handle coming down to about 7.5. It's just shy, more like 7/16 in that area, but close enough. So if you are in 3-inch and under territory, you will struggle with this one because it is slightly over, about 1/8 over. So you will struggle with that one if that's something that you deal with. Why don't we go ahead and we'll get a weight on this guy. It's a little heavier. It's not too bad though. I bet I've been way wrong, on these, and I've been close. So what is that? Let's say 4 ounces, like 3.8. Oh, I should have went with 4. Damn. So 4 ounces. I figured go under a little bit. It'll be safe. Man. So that weight, it's nicely balanced. That's something I have checked a couple of different times. It's nicely balanced. You can definitely tell you have a knife in your hand, a good structural knife. It's got solid steel liners. You got the backspacer, nice thick G10 slabs there. They do give you a nice chamfer on your liner with great access as well. Lockup is great at like 25%. Came centered. It is still centered after all the use and carry that this bad boy has had. And this is not a review, guys. This is just an in-depth overview. We will do a review of this when I'm comfortable with doing so. 103 thousandths. So that is not a real thick blade stock. Not real thin, but not real thick either. On the edge, oh, come on. I had a nice hold there too. In this particular spot, around 13 thousandths, guys. That's coming down nice and thin. Why don't we go ahead and we'll check the handle here. 0.52, 0.53. So that is, it's actually not as thick as it feels. 0.5, 0.45 to like 0.6 is, completely fine with me. I don't mind a little stalkier of a handle. It just means you get a better grip. But some knives can get away with not being too thick, a little thinner on the handle. So let's dive into this thing. It has a great blade shape, guys. I love this drop point blade. I love this knife, period. You can get a nice choke up there, like I was saying, right behind that edge. Nice and comfortable. Plenty of room in there for any size fingers. And then if you are in just the standard grip here, which the way this is designed, you might as well be up here. I mean, it's so comfortable. It's going to be a lot more useful when you are in a long cut. That way your finger kind of acts as a guard and your material is not slipping into this area. But if you needed to, it is comfortable in the standard grip, even in a backed up position. It is comfortable if you needed to get some reach. Nice grip. The G10's nice and grippy. The white, some people have asked about. I would say it holds up pretty good. You can, if you take this into a work environment, it's going to get dirty, where your hands are getting dirty. You're a carpenter or you're grabbing boxes and, stocking shelves or whatever. If your hands are kind of getting dirty and you're using your knife throughout the day, it's probably going to get some dirt in it. But a toothbrush and some soap, some Dawn, some hot water, we'll take it right off, wipe it clean type of a deal. For EDC purposes, though, I think it would hold up for quite a while. If this is like your casual carry, they won't get as dirty quite as quickly. So the white G10, I love it. And it's my first white G10. I will probably get another one because I like the look of the white and black with black hardware. Looks great. And then you have this nice milled titanium pocket clip here. Completes the aesthetic of the knife. I think it looks just fantastic with the black blade, black hardware, black titanium clip, and then you have the white G10 backspacer and handles. I think it looks fantastic. Even if you're not, a lot of people call these like a Star Wars theme, but even if you're not a Star Wars fan, the knife just looks fantastic like this, kind of like a, I guess it is kind of like a tux. It is like a tux looking ordeal. Show side is completely clean. They just have their little emblem there on the pivot, which I think looks fantastic. Miguron does a great job keeping the blade clean. All they have on there is that beautiful steel marking, 14C. Gonna be a great steel. We all know it's tough, holds a good toothy edge. It's fairly, it's corrosion resistant, with the exception of a bead blast. 14C is pretty corrosion resistant stuff. Nice package this way. It's not real tall. What do we got there? So 1.26 in that ballpark. So like it's gonna be in the same. It's not gonna be quite as tall as like the relative is. How about? Let's grab the Centurion and see. These two knives right here are basically fighting for the $50 and under spot of the year. They're both exceptional, but I think the Centurion's probably going to win. So it's not quite as tall as the Centurion. So it's not a real big, wide, tall knife. It's just a nice profile. Like I said earlier, it's a little thicker here. Not for me, but it just is. But it feels great in hand, and I think that extra thickness and all that, it really aids in the ergos. So not only do you have great materials, a good aesthetic, good action, good materials, titanium clip, $50, guys. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing this, or I don't know why Civivi charges so much. You know, this would be $70 if it was a Civivi. Well, without the clip. You throw in the clip, I bet this is $85 if this is Civivi. Maybe even more. You know, with the 14C and the tie clip, that might be $85 right there from Civivi. So Miguron is just doing a fantastic job on their builds, their materials, and their pricing. Just fantastic. If they can continue putting out models like this and the Centurion and all the version 2s they've done this year, they are headed well on their way up the ladder to, you know, some of the best work in the industry, and they're already getting up there. Miguron is a thumbs up from me. From last year to this year, they were doing great last year. This year, they are just absolutely knocking it out of the park. Another year of this, and we will be talking about Miguron a lot more, whether it's $50 or $150. We'll be talking about Miguron a lot more. Give me a thumbs up, guys, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this guy. I know a lot of people out there have a Moyarl. Let me know if you're one of those people, or is this a knife that you have wanted? Is it a knife that you are just seeing and now you want? You'll have to let me know down in the comments. And let me know what you think your under $50 knife of the year is as well. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you're new here, or if you're just not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below the video. We have tons of stuff coming up, giveaways. We have all kinds of stuff coming down the pipe as far as tabletops and testing. I'd love for you to be here. You would definitely be welcomed into the family. That'll wrap it up, guys. I'm going to throw 2 new videos up here. Definitely recommend going and checking this one out because it's an absolute banger.